Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. I did. So let's have a fabulous week and start off with our bell ringer, shall we? So it says which Venn diagram, correctly compares sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So for each of these, on one side we have sexual, on the other side we have asexual, and then of course what's true about both will be in the middle because that is how Venn diagrams work. Now it's been a hot minute since we talked about this, so let's do a quick refresher on the difference between sexual and asexual. So when you think about, let's start with asexual. When you see that A in front of it, that means without, let's say without, okay? So it's asexual reproduction, which I'm gonna just say repro. That means we are, let me put this in a different color, without sex. So we are having no sex. I know, now you are wide awake, I'm sure. So with asexual reproduction, since we don't actually have to have sex for it to happen, you only need one organism. So one parent, because they are just going to reproduce on their own. Again, us humans obviously cannot do that. That's unheard of, but there are different organisms, different species in the world that can do this. So they only require one parent, so no need to find a mate. Because it happens with just one, it can happen quickly. So quickly. Or in the case of this question, it says fast rate. And also, since they are not mixing up any of their genes, since they are just making a clone of themselves, their offspring are identical. So they pop off an offspring that looks just like them. On the other hand, we have sexual reproduction. And with sexual reproduction, since there's no A in front, that means sex is required. So that just means you are mixing the sperm if it's male plus the egg if it's female. Male, female. Great. So obviously, since you are mixing the sperm and the egg, you need two parents. You have to find a mate. And since you have to find a mate, actually go through the process of joining that sperm and the egg, and then think about, because humans reproduce sexually, think about when a woman gets pregnant. It doesn't just happen, right? It takes a full like 9 months for that baby to form in the stomach for it to be born. So this happens at a slow rate. So this is not a quick process. And since we are mixing the genes in the sperm and the egg, the offspring are not identical. They're going to have a combination of the genes from the sperm and the egg. Okay, now that we are like totally back on track, we totally remember everything we need to know about sexual and asexual reproduction. Let's actually look at these Venn diagrams to figure out which one is correct. So up here at A, we have sexual reproduction over here. It says that sexual reproduction has one parent. Already, we know that's not correct because remember, with sexual reproduction, we need two parents. So A, I don't think so. Down here at B, we have sexual reproduction requiring two parents. That is true. Cha-ching. But it also says it occurs at a fast rate, which we just said not true because remember, that baby has to cook in that mama's stomach, right? So it's going to be slow. So B is not going to be our answer either. If we look over at C, we have sexual reproduction requiring two parents. True. And it says at a slow rate. Also true. In the center, true for both, produces offspring. Absolutely. Asexual reproduction, it says requires one parent. Absolutely. And it occurs quickly. It occurs at a fast rate. Also true. So since those are all true, we know C is going to be our answer. Why is D incorrect though? Look at D. It says sexual reproduction requires one parent. I don't think so. Like we said, it requires two. So right away, it's not going to be D. So our answer here is C. Put your answer, put why you know it is correct, and you're done with your bell ringer.